Namaste. Another wonderful moment to read a chapter of Osho's book, Meditation, The First and Last Freedom. So, I'm very tired these days because what happened in Chemnitz really it made me very tired on all levels, energetically and also emotionally. So so you might see it on the video or you don't see it, whatever. Just for the explanation why I might look a little bit tired. Okay. So if you want to participate reading, then lie down or sit down comfortably and listen to my voice as you are listening to the waterfall or to running water, and then something beautiful might happen to you while listening to the reading. This time it will be part 3, C, and it's about several things, about instructions and explanation, and also the Atisha meditation. So many things are in this part 3C. Yeah. Please enjoy. Breath, a bridge to meditation. If you can do something with the breath, you will suddenly turn to the present. If you can do something with breath, you will attain to the source of life. If you can do something with breath, you can transcend time and space. If you can do something with breath, you will be in the world and also beyond it. Vipassana. Vipassana is the meditation that has made more people in the world enlightened than any other, because it is the very essence. All other meditations have the same essence, but in different forms. Something non-essential is also joined with them. But Vipassana is pure essence. You cannot drop anything out of it, and you cannot add anything to improve it. Vipassana is such a simple thing that even a small child can do it. In fact, the smallest child can do it better than you, because he is not yet filled with the garbage of the mind. He is still clean and innocent. Vipassana can be done in 3 ways. You can choose which one suits you the best. The first is awareness of your actions, your body, your mind, your heart. Walking, you should walk with awareness. Moving your head, you should move with awareness, knowing perfectly that you are moving the hand. You can move it without any consciousness, like a mechanical thing. If you are on a morning walk, you can go on walking without being aware of your feet. Be alert of the movements of your body. While eating, be alert to the movements that are needed for eating. Taking a shower, be alert to the coolness that is coming to you, the water falling on you, and the tremendous joy of it. Just be alert. It should not go on happening in an unconscious state. And the same about your mind. Whatever thought passes on the screen of your mind, just be a watcher. Whatever emotion passes on the screen of your heart, just remain a witness. Don't get involved, don't get identified, don't evaluate what is good, what is bad. That is not part of your meditation. The second form is breathing, becoming aware of breathing. As the breath goes in, your belly starts rising up, and as the breath goes out, your belly starts settling down again. So the second method is to be aware of the belly. It's rising and falling. Just the very awareness of the belly rising and falling, and the belly is very close to the life sources because the child is joined with the mother's life through the navel. Behind the navel is his life source. So when the belly rises up, it is really the life energy, the spring of life that is rising up and falling down with each breath. That too is not difficult, and perhaps maybe even easier, because it is a single technique. In the first, you have to be aware of the body, you have to be aware of the mind, you have to be aware of your emotions, moods, so it has 3 steps. The second approach has a single step, just the belly moving up and down, and the result is the same. As you become more aware of the belly, the mind becomes silent, the heart becomes silent, the moods disappear. And the third is to be aware of the breath at the entrance. When the breath goes in through your nostrils, feel it at that extreme. The other polarity from the belly, feel it from the nose. The breeze going in gives a certain coolness to your nostrils. Then the breeze going out, breeze going in, breeze going out. That too is possible. It is easier for men than for women. The woman is more aware of the belly. Most of the men don't even breathe as deeply as the belly. Their chest rises up and falls down because a wrong kind of athletics prevails over the world. Certainly, it gives a more beautiful form to the body if your chest is high and your belly is almost non-existent. Man has chosen to breathe only up to the chest, so the chest becomes bigger and bigger and the belly shrinks down. That appears to him to be more athletic. Around the world, except in Japan, all athletes and teachers of athletes emphasize to breathe by filling your lungs, expanding your chest and pulling the belly in. The ideal is the lion whose chest is big and whose belly is very small. So be like a lion. That has become the rule for athletic gymnasts and the people who have been working with the body. Japan is the only exception where they don't care that the chest should be broad and the belly should be pulled in. It needs a certain discipline to pull the belly in. It is not natural. Japan has chosen the natural way, hence you will be surprised to see a Japanese statue of Buddha. That is the way you can immediately discriminate whether the statue is Indian or Japanese. The Indian statues of Gautama Buddha have a very athletic body, the belly is very small and the chest is very broad. But the Japanese Buddha is totally different. His chest is almost silent because he breathes from the belly, but his belly is bigger. It doesn't look very good because the idea prevalent in the world is so old, but breathing from the belly is more natural, more relaxed. In the night it happens when you sleep. You don't breathe from the chest, you breathe from the belly. That's why the night is such a relaxed experience. After you sleep in the morning you feel so fresh, so young, because the whole night you are breathing naturally. You were in Japan. These are the 2 points. If you are afraid that breathing from the belly and being attentive to its rising and falling will destroy your athletic form, men may be more interested in that athletic form. Then for them it is easier to watch near the nostrils where the breeze enters. Watch, and when the breeze goes out, watch. These are the 3 forms. Anyone will do. And if you want to do 2 forms together, you can do 2 forms together. Then the effort will become more intense. If you want to do all 3 forms together, you can do all 3 forms together. Then the possibilities will be quicker. But it all depends on you, whatever feels easy. Remember, easy is right. As meditation becomes settled and mind silent, the ego will disappear. You will be there, but there will be no feeling of I. Then the doors are open. Just wait with a loving longing, with a welcome in the heart for that great moment. The greatest moment in anybody's life, of enlightenment. It comes, it certainly comes. It has never delayed for a single moment. Once you are in the right tuning, it suddenly explodes in you, transforms you. The old man is dead and the new man has arrived. Instructions. Sitting. Find a reasonable, comfortable and alert position to sit for 40 to 60 minutes. Back and head should be straight, eyes closed, breathing normal. Stay as still as possible, only changing position if it is really necessary. While sitting, the primary object is to be watching the rise and fall of the belly, slightly above the navel, caused by breathing in and out. It is not a concentration technique, so while watching the breath, many other things will take your attention away. Nothing is a distraction in Vipassana. So when something else comes up, stop watching the breath, pay attention to whatever is happening until it's possible to go back to your breath. This may include thoughts, feelings, judgments, body sensations, impressions from the outside world, etc. It is the process of watching that is significant, not so much what you are watching, so remember not to become identified with whatever comes up. Questions or problems may just be seen as mysteries to be enjoyed. Vipassana walk. This is a slow, ordinary walk based on the awareness of the feet touching the ground. You can walk in a circle or a line of 10 to 15 steps, going back and forth inside or out of doors. Eyes should be lowered on the ground a few steps ahead. While walking, the attention should go to the contact of each foot as it touches the ground. If other things arise, stop paying attention to the feet, notice what else took your attention and then return to the feet. It is the same technique as in sitting, but watching a different primary object. You can walk for 20 to 30 minutes. Throwing things out. Whenever you feel that the mind is not tranquil, tense, very chattering, anxious, constantly dreaming, do one thing. First, exhale deeply. Always start by exhaling. Exhale deeply, as much as you can. Throw the air out. Throwing out the air, the mood will be thrown out too, because breathing is everything. And then expel the breath as far as possible. Pull the belly in and retain for a few seconds. Don't inhale. Let the air be out and don't inhale for a few seconds. Then allow the body to inhale. Inhale deeply as much as you can. Again, stop for a few seconds. The gap should be the same as when you retain the breath out. If you retain it out for 3 seconds, retain the breath in for 3 seconds. Throw it out and hold for 3 seconds. Take it in and hold for 3 seconds. But it has to be thrown out completely. Exhale totally and inhale totally. And make a rhythm. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. Immediately you will feel a change coming into your whole being. The mood will go, a new climate will enter into you. Opening the heart. The heart is the gateless gate to reality. Move from the head to the heart. We are all hung up in the head. That is our only problem, the only one problem. And there is only one solution. Get down from the head into the heart and all problems disappear. They are created by the head. And suddenly everything is so clear and so transparent that one is surprised how one was continuously inventing problems. Mysteries remain, but problems disappear. Mysteries abound, but problems evaporate. And mysteries are beautiful. They are not to be solved. They have to be lived. From head to heart. The first point, try to be headless. Visualize yourself as headless. Move headlessly. It sounds absurd, but it is one of the most important exercises. Try it, and then you will know. Walk and feel as if you have no head. In the beginning, it will be only as if. It will be very weird. When the feeling comes to you that you have no head, it will be very weird and strange. But by and by, you will settle down at the heart. There is a law. You may have seen that someone who is blind has keener ears, more musical ears. Blind men are more musical. Their feeling for music is deeper. Why? The energy that ordinarily moves through the eyes now cannot move through them, so it chooses a different path. It moves through the ears. Blind men have a deeper sensitivity of touch. If a blind man touches you, you will feel the difference because we ordinarily do much work with touch through our eyes. We are touching each other through our eyes. A blind man cannot touch through the eyes, so the energy moves through his hands. A blind man is more sensitive than anyone who has eyes. Sometimes it may not be so, but generally it is so. Energy starts moving from another center if one center is not there. So try this exercise I'm talking about, the exercise in headlessness, and suddenly you will feel a strange thing. It will be as if, for the first time, you are at the heart. Walk headlessly, sit down to meditate, close your eyes and simply feel that there is no head. Feel, my head has disappeared. In the beginning it will be just as if, but by and by you will feel that the head has really disappeared. And when you feel that your head has disappeared, your center will fall down to the heart immediately. You will be looking at the world through the heart and not through the head. When for the first time Westerners reached Japan, they couldn't believe that the Japanese traditionally have been thinking for centuries that they think through the belly. If you ask a Japanese child if he is not educated in Western ways, where is your thinking? He will point to his belly. Centuries and centuries have passed, and Japan has been living without a head. It is just a concept. If I ask you, where is your thinking going on? You will point toward the head, but a Japanese person will point to the belly, not the head. One of the reasons why the Japanese mind is more calm, quiet and collected. Now this is disturbed because the West has spread over everything. Now there exists no East. Only in some individuals who are like islands here and there does the East exist. Geographically the East has disappeared. Now the whole world is Western. Try headlessness, meditate standing before your mirror in the bathroom, look deep into your eyes and feel that you are looking from the heart. By and by the heart center will begin to function. And when the heart center functions, it changes your total personality, the total structure. The whole pattern because the heart has its own way. So the first thing, try headlessness. Secondly, be more loving, because love cannot function through the head. Be more loving. That is why when someone is in love, he loses his head. People say that he has gone mad. If you are really not in love and mad, then you are not really in love. The head must be lost. If the head is there unaffected, functioning ordinarily, then love is not possible, because for love you need the heart to function, not the head. It is a function of the heart. It happens that when a very rational person falls in love, he becomes stupid. He himself sees what stupidity he is doing, what silliness. What is he doing? Then he makes two parts of his life. He creates a division. The heart becomes a silent, intimate affair. When he moves out of his house, he moves out of his heart. He lives in the world with the head and only comes down to the heart when he is loving. But it is very difficult. It is very difficult, and ordinarily it never happens. I was staying in Calcutta at a friend's house, and the friend was a justice of the High Court. His wife told me, "I have only one problem to tell you. Can you help me?" So I said, "What is the problem?" She said, "My husband is your friend. He loves you, and he respects you, so if you say something to him, it may be helpful." So I asked her, "What is to be said? Tell me." She said, "He remains a High Court judge even in bed. I have not known a lover, a friend, or a husband. He is a High Court judge 24 hours a day. It is difficult to come down from your pedestal. It becomes a fixed attitude. If you are a businessman, you will remain a businessman in bed also. It is difficult to accommodate two persons within, and it is not easy to change your pattern completely, immediately, anytime you like. It is difficult, but if you are in love, you will have to come down from the head." So for this meditation, try to be more and more loving. And when I say be more loving, I mean change the quality of your relationship. Let it be based on love. Not only with your wife or with your child or with your friend, but toward life as such, become more loving. This is why Mahavira and Buddha have talked about non-violence. It was just to create a loving attitude toward life. When Mahavira moves, walks, he remains aware not to kill an ant. Why? Sorry. Really, the ant is not concerned. Mahavira is coming down from the head to the heart, creating a loving attitude toward life as such. The more your relationship is based on love or relationships, the more your heart center will function. It will start working. You will look at the world through different eyes. Because the heart has its own way of looking at the world. The mind can never look in that way. That is impossible for the mind. The mind can only analyze. The heart synthesizes. The mind can only dissect, divide. It is a divider. Only the heart gives unity. When you can look through the heart, the whole universe looks like one unity. When you approach through the mind, the whole world becomes atomic. There is no unity, only atoms and atoms and atoms. The heart gives a unitary experience. It joins together, and the ultimate synthesis is God. If you can look through the heart, the whole universe looks like one. That oneness is God. That is why science can never find God. It is impossible because the method applied can never reach to the ultimate unity. The very method of science is reason, analysis, division. So science comes to molecules, atoms, electrons, and they will go on dividing. They can never come to the organic unity of the whole. The whole is impossible to look at through the head. The heart of peacefulness. A very simple method, but it works miraculously. Try it. And anyone can try it. There is no danger. In an easy position, the first thing is to be in a relaxed position, easy, whatsoever easy is for you. So don't try some particular position or asana. Buddha sits in a particular posture. It is easy for him. It can also become easy for you if you practice it for a time. But in the very beginning, it will not be easy for you. And there is no need to practice it. Start from any posture that comes easy to you right now. Don't struggle with posture. You can sit in an easy chair and relax. The only thing is your body must be in a relaxed state. Just close your eyes and feel all over the body. Start from the legs, feeling whether there is some tension. If you feel somewhere there is some tension, do one thing. Make it more tense. If you feel that in the leg, in the right leg, there is a tension, then make the tension as intense as possible. Bring it to a peak and then suddenly relax so that you can feel how relaxation settles there. Then go all over the body, just finding if there is some tension somewhere. Wherever you feel the tension, make it more, because it is easy to relax it when it is intense. In just a mid-state, it is very difficult because you cannot feel it. It is easy to move from one extreme to another, very easy, because the very extreme creates the situation to move to the other. So if you feel some tension in the face, then strain all the face muscles as much as possible, create tension and bring it to a peak. Bring it to a point where you feel that now no more is possible, and then suddenly relax. So see that all parts of the body or the limbs are relaxed. Be particular about the face muscles because they carry 90% of the tensions. The rest of the body carries only 10%. Because all your tensions are in the mind and the face becomes the storage. So strain your face as much as possible. Don't be shy about it. Intensely make it in anguish, anxiety, and then suddenly relax. Do it for 5 minutes so you can feel now the whole body, every limb is relaxed. You can do it lying on the bed, you can do it sitting also. Howsoever you feel is easy for you. The second thing, when you feel that the body has come to an easy posture, don't make much fuss about it. Just feel that the body is relaxed and then forget the body. Because really, remembering the body is a sort of tension, so that's why I say don't make much fuss about it. Relax and forget it. Forgetting is relaxation, because whenever you remember too much, that very remembering brings attention to the body. Then close your eyes and just feel the area between the two armpits, the heart area, your chest. First feel it just between the two armpits. Bring your total attention, total awareness. Forget the whole body, just the heart area between the two armpits, your chest, and feel it filled with great peace. The moment the body is relaxed, automatically peace happens in your heart. The heart becomes silent, relaxed, harmonious. And when you forget the whole body and bring your attention just to the chest and consciously feel that it is filled with peace, much peace will happen immediately. There are two areas in the body, particular centers, where particular feelings can be created consciously. Between the two armpits is the center of the heart, and the heart center is the source of all peace that happens to you, whenever it happens. Whenever you are peaceful, that peace is coming from the heart. The heart radiates peace. That's why people from all over the world, without any distinction of caste, religion, country, cultured or uncultured, every race have felt this, that love arises somewhere from the heart. No scientific explanation exists. So whenever you think of love, you think of the heart. Really, whenever you are in love, you are relaxed. And because you are relaxed, you are filled with a certain peace. And that peace arises from the heart. So peace and love have become joined, associated. Whenever you are in love, you are peaceful. Whenever you are not in love, you are disturbed. Because of peace, the heart has become associated with love. So you can do two things. Either you can search for love, then sometimes you will feel peace, but the path is dangerous because the other person whom you love has become more important than you. The other is the other, and you are becoming dependent in a way. So love will give you a peace sometimes, but not always. There will be many disturbances, many moments of anguish and anxiety, because the other has entered, and whenever the other enters, there is bound to be some disturbance, because you can meet with the other only on your surface, and surface will be disturbed. Only sometimes, when the two of you will be deeply in love with no conflict, only sometimes you will be relaxed and the heart will glow with peace. The other way is not to find peace through love, but to find peace directly. If you find peace directly, and this is the method, your life will become filled with love. But now the quality of love will be different. It will not be possessive. It will not be centered on one. It will not be dependent on you. Your love will become just lovingness and compassion, a deep empathy. Atisha's Heart Meditation. Atisha said, train in joining, sending and taking together. Do this by riding the breath. Atisha says, start being compassionate. And the method is, when you breathe in, listen carefully. It is one of the greatest methods. When you breathe in, think that you are breathing in all the miseries of all the people in the world, all the darkness, all the negativity, all the hell that exists anywhere. You're breathing it in and let it be absorbed in your heart. You may have read or heard about the so-called positive thinkers of the West. They say just the opposite. They don't know what they are saying. They say, when you breathe out, throw out all your misery and negativity, and when you breathe in joy, positivity, happiness, cheerfulness. Atisha's method is just the opposite. When you breathe in all the misery and suffering of all the beings of the world, past, present, and future. And when you breathe out all the joy that you have, all the blissfulness that you have, all the benediction that you have. Breathe out, pour yourself into existence. This is the method of compassion. Drink in all the suffering and pour out all the blessings. And you will be surprised if you do it. The moment you take all the sufferings of the world inside you, they are no longer sufferings. The heart immediately transforms the energy. The heart is a transforming force. drink in misery and it is transformed into blissfulness, then pour it out. Once you have learned that your heart can do this magic, this miracle, you would like to do it again and again. Try it. It is one of the most practical methods, simple, and it brings immediate results. Do it today and see. So, thank you for listening and watching. I'm sure this will do something and it will work on your unconscious or on your conscious layers of the mind. And I'm very thankful that you were here with me and you watched the video. Sending you love and light. Namaste. Bye-bye.